Hello, everyone, and today is going to be a special day because I'm going to be recording some Pokemon alongside what we're already doing, and this is going to be my first official Pokemon Nuzlocke. So this is the Nuzlocke rules, and it says for Pokemon Fire Red, but this is going to be the rules for all of my Nuzlocks. So I just wanted to give you a rundown, kind of give you a visual of it. That way you know how I'm going to play the game. So going to the next one. So, rules are this. Rule 1. Like in normal Nuzlocks, if a Pokemon faints, it dies and I can't use it. Rule 2. I can only catch only one Pokemon per route, very substantially. Next, all Pokemon must be nicknamed so you can get more attached to said Pokemon. Rule 4. I can roll duplicates in same species clause. So a lot of people, when they first start out, tend to like, oh well, I got a Pidgey on this route and a Pidgey on that route. I got to catch both. No, so some of the rules that have been made in place of this is duplications like that or same species. So if I find a Poliwag and then I find a Poliwhirl, I don't have to catch the Poliwhirl because I already have a Poliwag. It's the same species. I can re-roll those, and I feel that that's more. I feel like that's more beneficial to me, and it kind of gives me a chance to play around with a bunch of different teams rather than have to stick with the same Pokemon. And then I'm going to use this rule because I like it. I've seen a lot of Nuzlockers use it, and it's I will only level to the highest Pokemon of the next gym leader. Any higher level will be unusable till I clear the gym. What I mean by this is, let's say I'm about to face Brock. I think Brock's highest is like 14 or so. I'll have to double check. But whatever Brock's highest is, my Pokemon have to be that level. If any Pokemon succeeds that level, I can't use that Pokemon till I go battle Misty. I just think it'll be fun trying to keep that level cap. It'll make it more difficult to play a little more strategically, which in this playthrough you will see. And so, without further ado, I'll let you guys in the video, or I'll see you guys in the video. I hope you enjoy this. Alright guys, welcome to Pokemon Fire Red. So this is going to be our Nuzlocke playthrough. I know we've already played through Fire Red, so I am super happy to do this playthrough. I know I sound a little congested, you can still see when we played it. But yeah, I think this is going to be fun. I have allergies, this is not because I'm sick, but yeah, so I'm congested from that. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. I said pests, yeah, that's like villainous teens. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a professional. So I'm going to be a little heavy-handed on the A because I tend to like skip through conversations. So if I don't read everything, I apologize. I'm probably not going to read most stuff, but first, tell me a little bit about yourself. Alright. So, I'm a boy. And my name at the moment, for you guys, you've seen my real name. You've heard it if you have seen my cousin, the V-Gamer X. Recon, and I can't put Fox, so we'll just do 64. Let's be our Nuzlocke. This is my grandson, Gary. So, he doesn't know. Let's do the V-Gamer X. I'm gonna make him my rival for this route. I think it'll be fun because me and the V-Gamer X as kids used to do a lot of race to the finish things. So now it's to see if he can stop my own Nuzlocke. And like I said, I'm not gonna read everything, so I apologize for that. But yeah, if you're wondering, I know in my Soul Silver Heart Gold that's coming out, I talk about how I don't know how I'll be able to record for summer and da-da-da-da-da, and that's why it's like, it sounds like I've recorded this previously, because I did. Well, I found out that I'm able to do it. Everything worked out to where I didn't have to worry about having to go use my summer to do stuff. Like, I still will be working. Because I'll have some work this summer, but I don't have to go, like, do projects outside with my graduate professor. So that was cool. Hey, wait, don't go out. Yeah, we're just gonna speed through this. I'm sure you guys heard me read this when I did my Pokemon Fire Red playthrough, and that's why I've been doing those. You guys can kind of see most of the conversations. Because I like to skip fast, and I've been playing some games a friend let me that I tend to skip fast on too. They're called the Nonori games, and I think it's really fun. Alright, so in the beginning, I talked about how I'm going to be more strategic for this Nuzlocke. Well, what I mean by this is, I'm very much, when I was a kid, I very much was a fire type only user, and my playthrough reflects where I still pick them if if I'm just doing the normal rules where fainting isn't death and whatnot. But when it gets to Nuzlocking, I'm very strategic, and a lot of the times it sucks because I know how to do randomizers, so we'll be seeing a randomizer in the future. But when it comes to Nuzlockes, I try to pick the most effective Pokemon. So for me, the criteria is this. The Pokemon has to have a type advantage against the gym leaders I'm going up against. So what does that mean? Well, we have Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. Let's break it down. So we know gyms 1, 2, and 3 are rock, followed by water, then electric. So the best bet is to get a Pokemon that is decent against those 3 gyms, because they'll carry us easier, and then we can focus on leveling the other members we find to take on other gyms, like Erica and Koga. And so the best bet for me to start has to be Bulbasaur. So why Bulbasaur, you might say? Well, let's look at Charmander. Charmander, right? Okay, he's a primary fire type, not getting the flying type until he gets level 36. That means he's only good against Erica and the fighting dojo. Other than that, fire doesn't have much use against the gym leaders. He's not gonna get one shot, right? But he's not gonna help me if I'm in a situation where I just cannot pull through and I need to sacrifice something. It's gonna be a best bet to sacrifice him because wildfire types are rare. He doesn't help me at the moment against a lot of the gyms, and I can counter most things that fire does with a few other sections. So Charmander's not the golden choice. Now Squirtle is an okay choice in my opinion because he counters rock, which is Brock. He's good against Blaine, which is fire, and he's good against Giovanni, which is ground. So he counters 3 of the 8 gyms, while Charmander counters, I believe, only 1. But he's only decent against Brock, and then I gotta hope I find an Oddish or something against Misty, an Oddish or a Pikachu, because she's gonna be difficult with her water type. So Squirtle's out. Now we go to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is good against rock, water. He's resistant to electric types. He's resistant to grass types. He's pretty much immune to poison types. He's only vulnerable to psychic and fire, and then he's good against earth. So if we go off of that track, in my opinion, Bulbasaur is the best pick for Nuzlocke because he helps you against the first 4 gyms. If you don't have someone to counter, he can pretty much either super affect the type until they're dead, or he can tank the damage, right? Where once we get to the 4th or 6th gym, we should have something that can take on Psychic, and then the 7th gym, we can't get there without a water type or someone that knows Surf, so obviously we're going to be able to take on Blaine, right? So we know Sabrina and Blaine are really far down the line, so there's no reason to worry about them right now, so Bulbasaur is the best pick because he deals with 5 or 6 of the 8 gyms, where the other 2 deal with 3 out of 8 and 1 out of 8. So we'll be going with Bulbasaur. Now, I'm not normally a nicknamer. I've never nicknamed my Pokemon. I used to when I was a kid. But we're going to nickname this Bulbasaur Bulb, because I can't really think of anything clever. I might do some word play on scientific stuff, just because I'm a biologist by trade. But I think Bulb will work. He's a Bulbasaur. He's got a bulb on his back. Meet Bulb, the Bulbasaur. And why it takes fire. This is how you know this is a backwards thing, because the VGamer X is very, very much a primary grass type trainer, Well, I'm pretty much a primary fire type trainer. And who might you might be wondering, if you guys are grass and fire, who takes up the water slot? That would be my cousin Mason, the VGamer X's younger brother. Me and Mason are about the same age. Alright, so yeah, I know how to battle. I've battled for years. Literally, I started playing in 2004 when the VGamer X let me borrow his game. I've heard of this story before. But, excuse me, I'm drinking. Like I said, I'm not sick, but my allergies are acting up, so I'm getting dry throats fast. Now, I'm not gonna play the role of where if I lose here, that's the end of the Nuzlocke. So another rule I should have put in the video before this was like, I do not count this as a loss right now. To me, Nuzlocking doesn't start until you get Pokeballs. Now, if you guys are like, you should restart, maybe when we do randomizers, I'll do that, because that's more of a reason to restart to me. If I'm doing a randomizer and I lose there, I deserve to restart because that means I just chose poorly, right? Like in Indiana Jones, like the knight says, he chose poorly. That's what I would be. Anywho, and so this doesn't count because we don't have Pokeballs. I am really hoping. So I'm hoping not to get a Rattata on this route. I want a Pidgey at least, just so I have a flyer. But my goal is to get. I'm basically trying to maximize my chances to get a Mankey, because I really don't need it, but I just think having a fighting type will aid us at some point. Anywho, back to the story about the VGamer X. I'm sure you heard this. But I went to his house one day, and he let me borrow his Emerald while I was there, and I played it, and I fell in love with the game. So my parents were deciding what to get me for my birthday, and I told them I want Pokemon Fire Red, or I want a Pokemon Emerald. And so I had no Game Boy at the time. My parents took me to GameStop, I think it was a few days or on my birthday. I can't remember. And they got me Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald. Because I told them, according to my cousins, I couldn't get certain Pokemon unless I, traded between the things. My mom was like, okay, so we'll do that then. Okay. And I will do grinding off screen. So you might see me do some grinding on screen. Like this episode is going to be incredibly short, even if I add on the video explaining the rules. So we're going to probably do some grinding in this. But I'm going to kind of stick to grinding off screen, just because personally I think it's not that entertaining. But yeah, and so that's why I got Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I didn't mean to tackle, but let's see, this is what we're doing. And Emerald, because I was told, and they weren't wrong, I was told that Emerald was like Ruby and Sapphire in one. And then later, as an adult, you find out, well, it's technically true. You still miss out on certain encounters in Emerald, but you have a better chance to encounter more stuff that you couldn't in Sapphire and Ruby. We'll go talk to Mom. She'll heal us up. And then what we'll do is we'll go off to Oak, give the parcel, get some Pokeballs and a Pokédex, and not fill it. Because this time, we're not trying to fill the Pokédex. But yeah, and so, anywho, so I just thought it would be fun to do a Nuzlocke since this summer I don't really have to be busy. I know for a fact next summer is probably going to be different because I'll be accepted in the Master's program, praying I will be accepted. I can't just say I will. Praying that I'll be accepted into the Master's program next fall, not the fall coming up in 2025. And then I know if I am accepted, I will have to start, my research. Not that it's gonna be, I don't think, personally what I want to research I don't think will be too difficult, but it's gonna be time consuming. So if you guys don't see a lot of videos up after this year, it's because I'm off getting my master's degree in biology. But I thought this would be kind of fun to see alongside my Soul Silver or Heart Gold playthrough, because I know it's releasing now. And I don't think this will be... I don't plan on finishing this. Okay, so it's a Rattata. I'm just going to tackle once because I don't want to die. I'm going to risk a ball because crits are real, and if I crit this dead, that's a missed encounter. And while Rattata is not my favorite, it's not like it isn't useful. Hyper Fang and Super Fang are both ridiculously strong moves for normal types. Alright, we got Rattata. And we're gonna nickname this... I don't want to be unoriginal and name it Rat, so... Okay, so biology coming in here. The family name for rats and mice and other things like that are rodents or rodantes. And so we're just gonna call them rodent. We're gonna call her Rodent. Just like if we get a Pidgey, I might name it Aves for the phylum Aves. I appreciate... Oh. Gotta be careful here because I don't want to die to this. This is what's... Okay, it did 3, so it won't kill me on a crit. Just loaded me twice, though. Please run. Thank you. So running away is based on speed for those of you who don't know. So Rattata is faster than Bulbasaur, sadly. He's faster than all 3 of the starters. As such, I had a real chance to lose my starter right there. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun doing a Nuzlocke alongside that because if when I'm busy the next year, at least you'll be able to hear me screaming on this because, oh boy. I made a gigantic mistake in my Soul Silver playthrough. By the time this is up, I'll have completed it, and it's been completed for a while. But I made a big mistake with how Dragon Dance works. So let that be a lesson to you all, not to mistake. Remember the difference between attack and special attack. Oh, I hate this. I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying not to skip through this. I applied for the race. I'm just going to skip through that because it takes forever. Thank you for the Teach TV. I appreciate it. Alright. Oh, wait. Route 2. I might have run into a goof. Is this also Route 2? Route 20, thank the Lord. I didn't think they were the same route, but you can't catch more than one per route. I was terrified for a second. Okay, so on Route 2, we're gonna try our best to get just a Pidgey here so I don't have to worry about running into a Pidgey on that route. Oh, I didn't want you. It's not that Butterfree isn't decent, especially considering it's a psychic type, so it'll help us against, or it can learn confusion. But I really wanted a Pidgey. I'm hoping I get a flying type at some point, man. Because if I have to go through this entire game without having that, I'm going to be annoyed. And so I've decided I probably will allow dragons because I know gift Pokemon are real, and so that's another. I've forgotten some rules. So how gift Pokemon work is you can get a gift Pokemon in Celadon City and then get a casino one, And how we justify that is we call EV, we say gift Pokemon can stack. So EV can be given and one casino Pokemon can be given because they're static encounters. And static encounters are different than this, you know. And you can't change a static encounter like you can change a route encounter. That's what I wanted. Just don't kill it, Bulbasaur. Oh no. Bulbasaur shouldn't be too heavy. And it's poison, so it already has immunity. Well, not true immunity, but it has resistance to fighting moves. And only that should only know Scratch, so I don't even know why I'm freaking out. It doesn't even know Low Kick yet. Yes! Alright, so the joke for Mankey, if you watch Smosh, you get this joke. If you grew up in the early 2000s, I know they're redoing their own stuff, which I think is perfect. Like, I don't think you're seeing this, but if you see this, Anthony and Ian and everyone at Smosh, I think it's great that you're redoing your old videos. It's so good to see you. But for those of you who know, there's a joke in Smosh where the Pokemon trainer calls Mankey Monkey. And so that's his name. His name's Monkey. So we have Bulb. Did I even nickname Caterpie? See, I was talking and I did not nickname it. So there's a guy I can use to change it. But because I didn't nickname it, I'm gonna leave it in the box because I can't. I'm gonna make that rule right now. I can't use anything unnicknamed. So we have Mankey we have Bulb the Bulbasaur, Rodent the Rattata, and Mankey the Monkey. Monkey the Mankey. Alright, we're gonna put down Caterpie, who I would have named Pillar, just because Caterpillar. Which sucks because Butterfree's actually decent. Okay, guys, I think what I'm gonna do is I will go do some grinding. I think we'll do some trainers battles because I can just make my way back and face Blue before I go to Pewter City. It's not like new games where the minute I hit into here, I'm locked out from fighting Blue at that level. Something nice. Oh, and we get an extra encounter. How good. Okay, so I can reroll Metapods and Caterpies. If I get a Weedle, I have to keep it. Same with a Kakuna. But I have a chance to get a Pikachu. Please let me get a Pikachu. Because that will like help me. Well, no, I have Bulbasaur, so I don't need Pikachu. Why? Yes! Okay, I can reroll that. Okay. Dupe's Claws. No. Ugh. My controller's acting up. I do like the music in this area, but yeah, I think this will be fun. Okay, that's a Dupes, or that's a Species Claws. I want Pikachu just because having an electric type is useful if I'm running into flying types at the moment. Because nothing can really take out flying. I do not want to be stuck here. I'm going to laugh if because I want to try to make this at least 30 minutes. I'm going to laugh if this video reaches that because of this right here. Bonk. Alright, so we got a Weedle. Probably Beedrill doesn't know how to fly, but it helps us know. It doesn't really help us against Erica. Alright. Alright. Click, click. Oh! Am I gonna actually lose this encounter because I didn't get any Pokeballs? Stay in the ball, please. I was about to be so mad. Alright, so I think what we'll nickname Weedle, we'll name it, let's do, I don't know how to spell this. I'm gonna do my best. Tra. I'm sure that is not how you spell it, but Hymenoptera is a... I don't think that's the right spelling. That is the, not family, I think order? Because they're phylum, keep pots clean. So it's either class or phylum, or class or family, but that's the family of ants and bees, and Weedle evolves into Beedrill, so I think Hymenoptera is a good thing. And yes, it is also the name of the city of the dead in the Mummy movies, but ironically, I don't remember, I think it was Hymenoptera made first for taxonomy than it was for the Mummy movies. I could be wrong. Well, everyone, I was going to go grind in the forest, battle some trainers, but I think this is a decent time to end it. So I hope you all like this video. We're doing our Nuzlocke today, so it's aired this month. So I think it'll be fun. And yeah, like I told my friends and cousins who watch my channel, get ready to hear me suffer in a way, because I really don't like it when I have to box something forever. It makes me really mad. And don't be shocked if I botch a rule and then it bites me in the butt. But yeah, anywho, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, please drop a like and a comment, and then subscribe if you're not subscribed. I will see you all in the next video. This is Recon Fox 64 signing off.